How's everyone doing?
Hi, everyone. What time is it?
We have like 5 minutes. We're going to sit here awkwardly for 5 minutes because we're not officially supposed to start yet.
Oh, okay.
That's,
You know any jokes?
there was the one about the guy who goes into the bar. Wait, no. It was a horse?
I think.
I don't know. Well, thanks for coming to the panel, guys. We had to reschedule it kind of at the last minute, so I really appreciate you guys coming here so early. It's kind of early for us.
Yeah.
I'm Rob. I'm from the internet.
I'm Andy, and I work for Rob.
Yes, I'm one of the writers of Cyanide and Happiness. Andy here does a lot of the merchandise operations, the convention organization,
Logistics and business.
stuff.
Yeah, it's really boring.
He'll answer any questions about Star Wars or the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah.
So.
Also, Hercules' Legendary Journey.
Good show. Yeah.
Whenever this thing actually starts, everyone move forward because it's real bright and we can't actually see you. Mm. Well, we can see Deadpool.
You can always see Deadpool. Yeah, we're going to talk about the strip, answer some questions, and show some cartoons, including one of our shorts that's still in production, hasn't been released yet, so that should be exciting. You guys are our captive test audience. We're going to lock the doors. It's going to be like the Red Wedding, except with comedy instead of, you know.
I mean, there can be some stabbing.
There will be some.
Oh, really?
I can't deny it. But yeah, like I said, I'm from the internet. I am. So.
Oh, he is, actually.
Yeah, feel free to come forward. There's a lot of empty rows here.
Yeah, I swear, he won't stab you.
Yep. What's that? That's fine. Yeah, to tell you a little bit of history about the strip, we started it by accident. I met some friends from the internet through the animation community. I got a copy of Flash when I was 15 and started doing stick figure animations. And I became mutual fans of a couple of guys from the internet. Their names were Matt, Dave, and Chris. And after a while of doing animation, we decided to do comics instead because we were becoming too mature for like stick figures killing each other. So at the ripe old age of 18, we started the comics. Because comics are just animations except with fewer panels. They're a lot easier to make. And we started doing that in 2005. And a few years later, people started reading it. And now I'm in Canada for some reason. I'm north of the wall. So let's go ahead and watch a cartoon.
Yeah.
Would you mind playing the sign? This is the first one we made. And it's not going to be here. Yeah, that was our first animation we made, or our first Cyanide and Happiness animation, which is kind of like returning to like the old style. We started doing animation and then comics, then went back to it. And that one, when we first started, we did animations individually, so each of us would open Flash and just do all the voice acting, the writing, the arts, and the animation.
He'd often go to his friends in college and ask them to voice act.
Yeah, you voice acted in one of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hunger Tube.
It was really bad.
But yeah, and since then we've been really trying to get back into animation because there's just so much you can do that you can't do with comics, like action scenes, musical numbers. We're doing a lot of stuff now, for the show, that we couldn't have done before. So it's pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah, anyone who supported the Kickstarter, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
In theory, we will be getting that stuff out to you soon.
Yeah, he's in charge of sending you your stuff if you back this. So. But yeah, that's a funny story, actually. We were talking to some TV networks for a while, trying to get a CNH show off the ground. And we got pretty far with a few networks, but every single time what it came down to was the contract involved giving away all the rights, like at the pilots. They would pretty much own the show, they would own us. They could fire us, they could just do whatever they want with Cyanide and Happiness. And we kind of realized that we have such an awesome fan base on the internet that we don't really need to take that kind of risk. We don't need to give away the creative control to somebody else. So we turned to Kickstarter instead to raise money to do a self-produced show, which is now going pretty well. So thanks, internet. It's pretty cool. Oh, the internet's here?
You're a good man. Good man right there. I don't know. between them working on the shorts and the animations and setting up the episodes, it's just been a whirlwind at the office.
It's been crazy.
This is, I'm sure, really exciting for you guys to hear about.
Yeah, going from making a comic every 3 days to making animations is kind of like night and day. I suddenly have a real job, which is strange because I didn't sign up for this. I signed up to make cartoons, and I've fallen into like the 16-hour a day, like full production role, and it's fun. It's really exciting. It's much more satisfying to see an animation come out than a comic, just because of all the work that goes into it, like all the weeks and months. But like I said, this was our first cartoon. I animated that one. After a while, we decided to start collaborating. We brought on a guy named Chase, and we started dividing up the work more and decided to make more like fully formed ideas. And in 2010, we came out with a short called Beer Run, which we'll watch right now. Yeah, so that's what happens when you collaborate. That was made by about 5 guys. We were just working with friends, just making things up as we went. No real plan, and it's really fun. As you can tell, we're all about positive values, and we try to be good role models. But yeah, we'll show a couple more shorts. Actually, before we show the next one, do you guys have any questions? We don't really have a plan up here, so I figured if you guys want to know anything, we can help you out. Are there any questions?
Wow, no.
All right.
Well then.
Well then. Let's watch Birthday Boy. This is our first Kickstarted short. A lot of My Little Pony fans did not like that one. Going by YouTube comments, which we always do.
It's the easiest way to judge things.
Yes, definitely. It's a good measuring stick. Yeah, that was our first cartoon that we made via Kickstarter. We started that last August, and we have a short coming out every week since then. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've now got like an actual animation studio that we're partnering with. So all we have to do is sit around and make butt jokes all day. So it's a pretty good position to be in. And speaking of butt jokes, let's watch The Man Who Could Sit Anywhere, which is actually an interesting story. There's actually 2 versions of it we're going to watch.
Hal-Con!